your streaks don't matter. Now, what does that mean? Now, what am I talking about? First of all, I'm not talking about snap streaks. I'm talking about other kinds of streaks, like let's say study streaks, meditation streaks. Uh, what else? I genuinely don't like habits like daily habits that you want to do every day. That kind of streaks, not not those silly Snapchat streaks. I don't want to get started on them, but I find those pretty ridiculous. Like you send a picture to a person every day for like 300 days, and then you just get like a little emoji, like well done. What did you achieve? Yeah, I don't really get them, to be honest. They don't mean anything. Same as the other streaks though. But so the first thing I want to address is to confuse momentum with streaks. So momentum and streaks, they're very similar, but I wouldn't call them the same thing. So momentum is just I don't know. I don't know how to articulate this. Streaks is just each day. So if you miss a day, then you lose your streak. I'm sure you know what that is. But momentum, I feel like in my past, if you miss if a day due to like a reason outside of your control, but then you continue after, you still keep the momentum. If you just miss one day, so let's say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I meditate, and then Thursday I miss it due to some reason that's like outside my control. And then Friday I get straight back onto it. I don't really feel like I've lost momentum. I can just keep going Saturday, Sunday, and then back onto Monday. But the time that you miss two sessions in a row is kind of where you start to lose momentum because you can't really remember the last time you did it. So let's say I miss Thursday and Friday, and then I wake up on Saturday. The last time you did it was on Wednesday, which was ages ago in reality. So it just makes it a lot more difficult to meditate because you've lost that. Don't really lose the habit as much, but I feel like after it's like exponential growth. After one day, it's like a little bit harder, but then after the second day, it's a lot more difficult. So if you miss one day, I wouldn't be too hard on yourself because you can just get it back the next, and you can just keep going as if nothing happened. And another reason why I don't really like things like streaks is because people tie too much emotional value to them. For example, let's say you've got like one of those behavior trackers. I used to do them, and then you have like all the days down the side, and then each time you meditate, you just tick it off. And then if you miss one box, it looks a bit ugly on the page because you just didn't tick it, and then people I feel like they just care too much about the aesthetic of having a streak to say, oh, I've done this X many days in a row, even though it doesn't actually matter. Because I had some like long, it wasn't long. It was like 50 days Medito streak. Medito is just the meditation app that I use, and it counts your streak. And then just one day, I don't know. I think I was just really busy the whole day, and I couldn't meditate that day, and I just lost the streak. So the day after, it felt like I'd lost. In the moment, it felt like I'd lost all the progress, all those 50 days. But in reality, you didn't actually lose anything. You just lost the streak, but the streak doesn't matter, as I've already said. You still reap the rewards of meditating for those 50 days. But then because you've lost the streak, you don't feel it. You feel like you've just lost all those 50 days in one go. I think a better example is like your diet. Let's say you fix your diet and you're just eating amazing for 50 days in a row. And then one day you eat like crap, and then it doesn't take away all those 50 days of eating clean. That's still gone inside your body, and you've digested that. So you shouldn't like hate yourself for eating like bad on one day, because you can just resume it like after, and you haven't taken away your progress of eating clean on those 50 days, because you could have eaten bad on all those 50 days and you'd be way worse than if you'd eaten clean on those 50 days and then bad on one day. So that's another reason why streaks are just so important, because you've still done all the work previously, but it just doesn't. But by losing the streak, you don't give yourself enough credit for actually doing all those days of work. And that's basically all I really have to say about streaks. The main takeaway from this video is just don't worry about them too much, because if you miss one day, you should just keep continuing as if you've never missed that day, and don't let it affect you too much, because you might feel like you've lost a lot of progress, but in reality you gain much more by doing those 50 days than not doing those 50 days. So that's all I have to say for you, bro. And I hope this could help you, and if this helped you, could just leave a like. That would help me out. And take care, man.